Hello, this is Brandon, and I'm back here to get in a fight. I think first though we need some details, because this world is very much a world with lots of different people, and I can't just say it's a man in a suit. That would be ridiculous. Well, it would be fine normally, but I have a planet full of people who have lots of different species and looks about them. So I'm going to go up here back to character creation and roll a d6 on the physical change charts. Those right there. And just see what's going to go on. It's a 6. This change can be seen in every part of their body. 4, it's markings. Okay, that makes sense. I think I'm gonna go ahead and roll on the change talent chart also, just to see what's up. 3, determined. Okay, so NPCs can't spend edge, so it's not a big deal. It's just a role-playing hue that the whatever species or ancestry this character is that they are very determined and known for not giving up. So that'll play into my fight. So this person, I already said it's a man, so it's male in a suit, a complete appearance change all over their body markings. You know, again, I like to just throw out the first thing that pops in my head. I think that these are really tiny ridge marks, kind of like fingerprints, except deeper, to where like it almost looks like you could, if you touched it, it would feel rigidy. But they're really tiny and there's all over the body. And so, and this guy's also covered in like some tattoos, and in order to tattoo this ancestry, it takes a lot of patience and a lot of time, and it's probably really painful. So yeah. Deep fingerprint like swirls all over their body. Pretty, but you know, in this world everything looks kind of humanish, so imagine a human like that. Yeah. And I'm gonna go to down to my NPC generator, wherever I put that. There we are. I'm gonna go ahead and roll on the how tough they are chart. 4, so they have 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 4, 4 for their stats. I'm gonna go ahead and give them strength is 4. Yep, because they are from the mission. I'll give them agility 4 and wits 3 and empathy of 3. I'm going to make Blade their primary, and I don't really care what their secondary is right now. And then when they're weapons, I just take into account like who they are. For instance, I know that this person's from the mission, so they probably have a blade of some sort. So it'll give him bonus 2 plus 2 damage. And it's edged. Not that that matters much, except if I eventually make extended damage charts. If I wanted to really get picky on NPC generation here, this guy might end up being more experienced than average. So let's see, 4 plus his blade is primary, which gives him a 2, which is 6, and the bonus die on his weapon is 2, which gives him an 8 when using a blade. This guy would probably be an experienced foe when using a blade, and then not experienced for everything else. That would mean that in order to do any type of harm to him, I would have to get 2 successes on all my rolls. That sounds good, actually. I think I'm gonna go with that. Why not have a really hard fight in the middle of a building that I'm not supposed to be in? That sounds super fun. And I'm not being sarcastic there. It does sound kind of fun. Especially the day I've had outside of this day. So last we left off, Twitch had... He really hates that name, Twitch. I think I'm going to start calling him Blyte, and I'm going to have other people call him Twitch because it really annoys him. So, Twitch Blyte came to the top of the stairs, turned a corner, passed this gentleman in the suit, almost running into him a little bit. They said, "Excuse me." And they both did this double take. Blyte saw the mark on the person's thumb that indicates that they're part of the mission. And that's immediate action because, you know, Blyte knows these people are out for him and he's not going to stick around, but he has a mission to accomplish. So he's going to take him down as fast as possible. Now, because of that roll last time, there's no surprise. This is just a normal action. And actions are going to be resolved by one roll, and that's going to be Blyte's roll. And Blyte is going to use his blade of 3. I call it my dice roller. He has a blade of 3, which is 1, 2, 3. Goes under the skills here, but we call them methods in the game. I'm just not coding this to say the right thing because I'm not a coder, and why waste the time? His strength is 4, so he has a 4 there. He does no damage to his strength currently, which is good. And he's going to use his deluxe energy axe, which has a bonus die of 2. He also has this thing called the Boomco 22 Nerve and Skeleton Augmentation, which makes him super strong when he uses his blade. And that happens every time he uses his blade method. But that's an artifact die of D8 in here. That's a cyber die in the game, but since these rules, you know the drill. I don't have to keep saying that. So he's pretty much good to go right here. Remember, he has to get 2 successes to even hurt this guy. So let's roll it. What is up with that? Look at that. That is not a good roll at all. I am going to push. I mean, failure would mean that they are in a stalemate, right? It doesn't mean that he actually failed. It just means that nothing really happened. So we're going to push it. One success, 1 exhaustion. So if we go to the rules, again, I will keep referencing them until I've internalized them, or you've internalized them, but you probably have. I have a success on a push. Because I have at least 1 success, the bad guy does not harm me. They don't do their damage to me. I would have to roll a failure with a 1 for that to happen. But I can describe the 1, instead of being exhaustion, I can describe it as damage if I want, but I'm not going to this time. Oh wait, no, shoot. I don't do any damage. I failed. And the reason I failed is because I didn't get 2 successes, and I got a 1. Ouch. So let's erase this. I keep forgetting I made him experience at the last call because I really wanted a hard fight. Alright. Failed with a 1. So I take 1 exhaustion to my strength. It goes, so there's my 1 damage. And then I take his damage to me. He is using a sword, so he does 2 damage to me. Ouch. So I took 3 damage that turn. That sucked. So how that looks narratively is we do that double take. We both drop our weapons. He has a expandable kind of thin blade. It's made of a material that probably doesn't exist in our world, but it's like thin and razor sharp. Not wire thin, but like really thin, and it just falls out of his hand. And I drop my energy axe and I flick its blade out and we just go at it, but he is just better. I think I'm gonna win. I think I got him, but he's just better and faster than me. And then he eventually it starts wearing me down, and then he cuts me. Not happy about that. So we're gonna do another action. I'm just gonna go at him some more. It might be harder though. I have my base is now down to 1 plus my gear plus my skill plus my die. So I lost some stuff there. That's not happy. Not at all. That's much better. I'm not going to push this roll. If I push this roll, I will take damage from myself and from him. So I'm definitely not going to push it. But I got 3 successes. Yes! Which means those 2 don't count because I needed 2 successes just to hit him with my blade. But the third one rolls over into damage, and my axe does 2, so I do 3 damage to him, which reduces his strength to 1. That's good. So we tussle a lot in the hallway. I picture us like banging back and forth and getting maneuvering, and one of us almost falling down the stairs and then fleeing him back around. And then we come at each other again. I'm just going to blade him up again. I got the same chances. Alright. D8. Roll it. Not going to re-roll that. So that 1 on my cyber die means that if I re-roll, my cybernetics are going to fritz out, and I don't want that to happen at all. But I'm going to take damage. So if you fail a roll, and no ones are showing, no one takes damage. But if you fail a roll and you have a 1 showing, you take damage. So I failed because I don't have the 2 6s that I need to make a successful hit on him, so that's a failure, and I have 1 showing. But if I push, and if I push no matter what, my cybernetics are going to take damage, and if I don't get that extra 6, I'm still going to take damage. So I'm not going to risk that. I'm just going to take the damage. His damage is 2 damage to me. Now you'll notice that I have down to, with just 1 of them, it knocks me down to 0. But then my stim kicks in, and I get a D3, or D3. I get a D3 strength right back. So now I only have 2 damage. That's how stims work in the game. So how this happens is that like he pins me against the wall and like shoves his blade into my leg, and I crouch to the ground and I'm about to pass out, and then the stim just immediately kicks in automatically. They're kind of chipped into your neural interface, so they immediately know what to do. And I am back on my feet fighting because of that. Now I only have 1 dose in my stim, so that's gonna not be good if I get hit again. But you know, hey, I'm in this for the fight. Our blood is in this hallway. I gotta get this done and get out of here. So let's go back up to my dice roller. I have 2 base dice, 3 of those. My gear counts for 2 base dice, and then my artifact, because I didn't push, I still have it. I'm gonna roll it. I think I have to push that. The 1 is in the method dice, and so that won't ever hurt me. So let's roll that again. There we go. Look at that. Did not take any damage. I did 2 more successes than I needed. Those 2, so I did 4 damage, reducing him to 0 and a critical hit. Now, I mean, you can always not roll critical hits on NPCs, but I'm a big fan of critical hits, so I'm going to go ahead and do it. 45. Bleeding gut. 1 point of damage every roll if you move. Okay, doesn't matter. What matters is I cut him down. Bleeding. He goes down. He goes down hard. He just, my axe, my energy axe hums as it's like slashes right through his stomach, and part of it must have severed some major vein or arteries. Blood just starts coming all out over, and he falls down onto the ground, bleeding. He doesn't whine though. He's just kind of like down there, being tough. It's all good. I explore. I immediately flip my axe back into its holster in my jacket and immediately start running down the hall trying to find where I need to go. I am no longer sneaking. I am just going to snoop it up, because I need to get out of here. I don't know. This guy is probably going to hurt me. I only have a 4 for my wits. This guy is going to hurt me, not the guy I just cut up, but whoever is setting me up this way. So I have 4 wits, and I have 1 snoop, and I'll roll that. I have my 1 success. That 1 success brings my mission points up to 12, which is what I needed. Find the door. And I think this is a setup. I think this is a total setup on somebody's level. So I'm gonna open the door and it's an empty office, totally empty, which is ridiculous. I take the code drive that they gave me, I put it on the desk, I back out, I take a picture of it. I take a picture of it with the guy's name on it, Wendell's name on the door. On the floor. If it's totally empty, I probably set it on the floor. I take a picture of it. I take a picture of it on the door with his name on the door so I can prove that it was in that room. And then I just go ahead and send that file to my contact with the expecting payment emoji or the middle finger, I don't know, just to tell me what it is, and then I skedaddle out of the room or out of the building. Now I no longer need to get mission points to get out, but I logically need to get out of here. I haven't really been detected other than by this guy that's bleeding out down the hallway. So I'm just going to do 1 roll to get out of the building, and then 1 roll to get out of the yard, and then another roll to get back to my zone, and just make it really simple like that. I'm going to sneak. Actually, no. I'm going to run. So one thing about this game is the methods are not necessarily tied to the attributes they're with. You can mess them up any way you want. This comes in handy when you're net running. You can use soldier while in net, that type of thing. But again, when you're on the net, your wits is the only attribute that really, your wits and empathy matter more than your physical ones. But when doing something really physical, you use a method that sounds appropriate to you. So I'm running, which to me is an agility roll. And my agility is down to 2. But I can use any one of my methods that sounds like it would be a physically fit type of one. And so I'm a blade and I'm pretty fit, so I'm gonna go ahead and roll that. My nerve and skeleton augmentation also helps me with that. That's why I paid a pretty penny for it. I have to push because I don't succeed. I mean, I don't have to, I could just roll again. But I would get stuck in this place. So I might as well just push. There's success right there. Okay, I get out of the building without. Then I'm going to bust across that yard. I am just busting it, just running hardcore. I know I don't want to get hit, so I put my hood up just in case there's some cameras, but I just want to get out of there. I just left a dude bleeding in the hall, and if I get caught, if he dies and I get caught, I am going away forever because the world is very sacred. Alright, there's a 6 but a complication. So these are explore rolls, so if I roll a 6 I succeed, but there's a complication. So getting out of the building is going to be hard. Complication. You know, why not just have another guard? You know, why not, right? A guard. And because we are in this space where everything is new, we'll just go ahead and roll on these charts again to determine what the guard looks like. 26, 3. It's obvious. Something that's hard to hide. The hair portion of the body. And its color. You know, I think maybe it's just some blue hair. It could be dyed. Very fashionable. Maybe it's considered rude to dye your hair blue because there's a whole species that has their hair blue. I don't know. And then I'm going to also roll for their gender because I like to be able to reference them. 5, male. Okay. Hair, blue hair guard. Blue hair guard? No. Blue haired guard. Man, I come running across the yard. He says, "Halt!" And I just run into him. Again, come up here. I only have a 2 strength at the moment because of my damage here. I do have my 3 skills still with my blade. I do have my D8 because of that. I will roll them. Yeah, I hit him. Notice I'm just treating him like an average person because he is just something in my way. He's just a task I have to overcome. I really want to get rid of him in one go. That 1 that I rolled is on my method die, so it's not going to hurt me. So I'm going to go ahead and push this. And I shouldn't have done that. That 1 on my cyber die is going to break my cybernetics. I'm going to over stress them. Which you can find in the basic rules here. Cyber die. If you roll a 1 on a push with cyber die, then the cybernetic takes the exhaustion as damage, which is terrible. So I end up doing only 2 points of damage to this guy who probably has armor. Let's give him some armor. He's a guard. We'll give him light armor. Light armor is like a bulletproof vest, so he has an armor of 6. It eats all of my damage, and is reduced to 5. Alright, I'm just going to give him a strength of 3, and agility of 4, wits of 4, and empathy of 3. That's so he can keep a watch and shoot people, but he's not used to getting into fist fights with people, you know. So his armor took all my damage, and I'm not happy about it. So that's not good. So let's fight him again. Action. I'm up in his grill. I'm doing what I know best. However, my cybernetics start to twitch out. My NI plug knows this is happening and switches them off because that's what it is for. Oh, but I can't get that D8 because I don't have them. So now I'm down to 5 dice. No, because I didn't roll my my bonus die for my gear. Oh well. Long we live and learn. Accept it as it goes. Alright, there's 2 6s. I'm not re-rolling because I have those 1s and those will hurt me. The 6s, however, bring the damage up to 3, which his armor takes. So I did not get through his armor again. He is just killing it. But his armor does go down to 4. And he has not been able to get a draw on me because I'm up in his grill, just like hacking at him. Just, oh my god, go down already. I need to get out of here, Mom. No, I don't say that. He does. Well, he might. He really likes his mom. I get the same roll because of what I'm doing. Oh, hack, 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 hack it, hack, hack. Still, did not fail. I do damage. I did 3 damage again, so his armor is down to 3. And I think I have him up against the wall. He's like, no, he's like blocking my blows. Maybe he has some armored forearms. Remember, I described the guards coming in as very, very powerful. And again, I'm doing this repetitive roll, but I don't mind it because it's really fast. I don't have to worry about anything else. And it's really just me pressing my luck. It's kind of like a slot machine in that way. And I'm not really pressing my luck. I'm just hoping I get 6s and no 1s. Finally, I do 2 points of damage to him. And his armor is still at 3. So it just reduces his armor down to 2. And I'm just going to keep hacking. It's like one of those scenes from a movie where you're just like, the little fast guy is just like, yeah. You know, I totally forgot that this guy was fast. So was short. Totally forgot that he was short. And so, you know, I could go back and adjust my damage from the guy that was taller than me. But I'm not too concerned about it anymore because I escaped with my life. So I'm going to roll this again. What is up with that? Okay, there's some 6s. There's 2 6s. So I actually did 3 points of damage to him. So now his armor is at 1 and his strength goes down to 2. I'm actually starting to hurt him now. And he looks kind of scared and he doesn't know what to do. His armor is shredded, it's hanging off of him. I'm just like ripping at him. It's gonna be awesome when he shoots me. No, man, I am so glad I got that 6. Without that 6, I would be so hurting right now. So his armor takes 1 point, his strength takes the other, and his armor is destroyed. So he has 0 armor now. He's down to 1 strength. I just cut him up crazy, right? And so I'm gonna go again. 1, 2, 3, got it, roll it. All I need is 1. He has no armor, and all I need is 1. So I finally reduce him to 0. And then we'll go to the critical hits because I'm sadistic and I like to see what happens to people when I hit them. 32. Crotch hit. Oh, that was mean. The final hit comes through his crotch armor, rips into it, and he goes down screaming and crying. And I exit out the door. really fast. Now, I didn't fail any of those, so there wasn't a chance for him to shoot me. There wasn't a chance for him to call out for help. It was just like super fast in the way. If I would have rolled ones with no successes on any of those rolls, he would have shot me or there would have been help coming. One of the two. It would have been really bad. So again, I am just running. Gonna try to get on that train. And the next train, that's what I'm gonna try to get to. And then hope my pass works. I think I'm gonna have to do 2 rolls. Logically, it makes sense for me to get to the train and then see if my pass still works. So I'm gonna go ahead and do my 3 here, my 2 agility, and roll it. Yeah, I think I have to push that. Well, I failed with 1s. Failed to make it to the train on time. What is going to happen, I wonder? Let's go down here. Let's just go ahead and roll the D6. 26. Gatekeepers, guards, security, desk. I think I've been headed off the pass, and I don't think I'm going to see it. I think he's going to be running through the streets. He's going to turn a corner, and they're just going to be right there. And he is going to have to take an action without being able to take damage or to do damage back to them to try to avoid it. But we're going to handle that next time, because that was enough of an action-packed moment for tonight. I'll see you guys later.